The Nika Riots were a significant event that occurred in Constantinople, modern-day Istanbul, in 532 AD. The riots were sparked by tensions between two opposing factions, the Blues and the Greens, who were fanatical supporters of the chariot racing teams that competed in the Hippodrome. The Nika Riots were not just a spontaneous outburst of violence, but rather the culmination of years of tension and conflict between the two chariot factions, the Blues and the Greens. These factions had a significant influence on politics and society in Constantinople and often clashed with each other in violent confrontations. The riots began on January 13, 532, during a chariot race at the Hippodrome. When two charioteers, one from each faction, were arrested for a minor offense, the crowd began to chant Nika, meaning victory, or conquer. The chant quickly spread, and soon the entire Hippodrome was filled with tens of thousands of people calling for the release of the charioteers and the downfall of the emperor. The rioters soon turned their anger towards the imperial palace and the city's public buildings. They burned down the Senate House, the law courts, and the residence of the prefect of the city. They also destroyed the private mansions of prominent citizens, including members of the imperial family. The rioters burned down much of the city, including the Hagia Sophia, the largest and most important church in the Byzantine Empire. The riots continued for 5 days, with the rebels occupying large parts of the city and threatening to overthrow the government. Justinian was initially uncertain about how to respond to the riots. He considered fleeing the city, but his wife, Theodora, persuaded him to stay and fight. She reportedly told him, "Those who have worn the crown should never survive its loss. Never will I see the day when I am not saluted as empress." With the support of his generals, Justinian ordered a brutal crackdown on the rebels. The loyalist troops, led by Belisarius and Mundus, attacked the rioters in the Hippodrome, killing tens of thousands of people. The rebels were massacred, and the streets of Constantinople were filled with the dead and dying. The Nika riots had a profound impact on the Byzantine Empire. They weakened the power of the chariot factions and led to increased centralization and control by the imperial government. The riots also had a lasting impact on the physical landscape of Constantinople, with much of the city left in ruins. The Hagia Sophia, which had been burned down during the riots, was rebuilt and became an iconic symbol of Byzantine architecture and art.